Alright, I am diagnosed schizoaffective. I hear voices. I've been told I'm bipolar. It turns out I'm not bipolar. I'm schizophrenic bipolar, like tendencies, because I was misdiagnosed so early. But I have bipolar tendencies from being put on antipsychotics. We can talk about it. I found Dr. B. Dr. Bill Poser. I had a very good doctor once who said I could do anything for you, my friend. I can write prescriptions, and we got somewhere. I found someone who said you can do anything in here as long as I know you don't have the drugs. I trust you because you know. It's still know the people. You can't stop me now. Tell me if the music's too loud. It's playing right out of here. Streaming setup coming tomorrow. I don't need anything else, dude. It's a shitty desk. The desk problem has been solved before. I had the ultimate desk. It was an L desk. I was literally the size of half my room and it fit in the corner. I literally used the 3D feature to fit it in my room perfectly. My mother makes money off that desk at this moment, and she raped me. I'm tired of having to fucking say that. I can't do shit about it. I tell everyone in my family, except my father. That's because I couldn't do the owl thing everyone else was doing, because these are not how owls work. You can't make pointers. Literal math requires you to understand that this right here is a mathematical pointer. You guys don't understand how an arrow works. It's just in the vector. Alright, thanks. You better listen to NJ. Some kind of doing that. Oh, you know, sorry. I'm literally delirious because I need to pick up a different type of medication. The only option I have is neurotoxic. Test. Alright, we're gonna fix this audio stuff. I'm so tired of using OBS. I need to find some better software. OBS just sucks. There's something that OBS will literally just give you money. I swear to God, I think I've discovered that if your shit is using triangles, you just GPU mining and you don't realize it. Yeah, I can't turn off the music. It's the only thing keeping me calm. This is exciting. I think we solved P equals NP. Look, I said ZBLO done. I'm still working on ZBLO. P equals NP done. I'm working on a math proof. It has to be expressed in a computer program. It requires you to know how Rubik's Cube works. Intuitive. I'm working on something. Whereas if you do dolphin, my name is the dolphin, audio is off. Way too loud. Let me go quieter. There we go. Control the air volume in this room. No, dude, with two volume levels, you can do infinite shit with volume. 55, you're gonna feel sexy right here. Watch this. Exactly. Look, I'm on an analog stick, and you know, fucking pixels like that. I'm sorry. The Tesseract, yes. I wish I could just upload it, but it's such shitty copies of talk. Look, I went to Columbia. They taught me Python. I didn't understand white space for decades. Like, I didn't really get that white space is so important that parentheses are a hack in math. If you think about it, it's just PEMDAS. Like, it's like, look, this goes first no matter what, and kids don't get that. PEMDAS is so important that you have to like ingrain that in your system of thinking to the point where parentheses are actually bullshit. It just means order it somehow. I can't prove it. It just works. We're multiplying in an order. There's such a thing as mathematical communication. I think we can train ourselves to recognize at light speed. It's simple. I'm going to test whether or not Firefox and we can recognize CPEO intuitively at light speed. If you disagree, you know who the fuck I am. Like, literally. I changed the alg game. Rubik's Cubes are just algs. I'm the guy who changed cubing. I was in the room where we said, literally, it was me who said, this might be good. Magnets are in cubes because I said this might be good. Checking magnetic cube all the time with my 7.49 cube. That is my peak because I didn't like the event. I was 15th in the world, baby. I was just casually doing two-handed, grinding on OH, 10th in the world. This cube was my third event. I just wanted to NAR because look, I can do it here in America too. You don't understand the level at which I operate. I got a skewed NAR, and that'd be Patrick Ponce. That's my GOAT. Patrick Ponce and Rojas, no discussion. You got to put Rob Young there because he's a scientist. But if we're having a GOAT discussion, look, you guys, you understand I can write a haiku on the fact I'm the GOAT. ego, connection, truth, ergo, obsession, you think it's a haiku. I'm not counting 757s. It's a ego, connection, truth. It's an 808. I have a new prime number system. If you make zero prime, who wants to talk about it? I'm diagnosed the same. I don't give a fuck what you think of me. Do you appreciate the mathematics I'm spitting? Pickles that be done. It's a meme. About my mother raping me. Sasha, I know you watch it. Because I sent a formal letter, a formal email. I just said formal. So she's like, what the fuck? I have to take it seriously because she was formal. I sent my mother a formal accuser of why both of her sisters, her daughters, raped me. Every single one of my mother's daughters raped me. And they call me a pedophile for it. It's just facts. I've been abused. I had it lucky. People had it worse out here. We need to make singularities. Your life is not worth shit. If you ain't working on a singularity, I don't give a fuck. You need to get the fuck out of here. America is about to die. We're on the brink, people. The Fed buys stocks. This is just Googleable. The Fed purchases stock. And they know the unicorn Ponzi system is over because, yeah, it's an attention economy. You can't make more attention. And friends, I can't help you. But, Jay, if you ain't fucking with Chris Tran, watch every single one of the man's videos. I haven't done it. I own that. I gotta start downloading Chris Tran's mind. Chris Tran might be the smartest human being to live other than me. I think I'm in that discussion. I don't give a fuck what you think. I haven't been IQ tested. I have autism. Asperger's technically, but they took it as DSM. I believe in the first case, digitize the records in New York. All of Manhattan. Yeah, it's impossible. It's a Herculean task. One day, there was a first Asperger's. Well, of course there was. It was a reference to the fact of like, that's fruit. You're just gonna let me eat fruit all day? It was my favorite food. They would fry a fruit and feed it to a child. My favorite thing, Asperger's. Asperger's. They don't know the difference between the fruit and either it's a joke about you have Asperger's. Because I don't like meat. You guys like to discuss the fact this is all about Rubik's Cubes. Literally, I've got poems where I complain about the fact I eat meat and all I care about is Rubik's. Literally, I make music to express to people, look, I found a way out of autism. Max Park was on Jimmy fucking Kimmel, okay? There's some stupid late night show that people give a fuck about, okay? We going viral. We are mathematically fucking with infinities on a scale only a BLD Chesser who just owned me somewhere just said, look, I'm in your system, bro. I've been pwned. So what? They're just GPU mining in here. Guess what? My GPU miner requires you to understand that Chrome and Firefox speeds can be compared if you write in pure ECMAScript. You need to use pure lambda calculus. You need to store all your state in CSS. All does that. I didn't even think about the scale of that. I can just teleport centers. Show you that you don't know how fucking Rubik's Cube works. It's matrix multiplication. Tell you it's on. I know what you've been working on. Release it. You've been talking to Chris because I talked about Chris about singularities. He was like, "You're thinking about thermodynamics, idiot." Literally, we were discussing AI. I said, "You're thinking about thermodynamics all day. All you talk about." That's one of the last times we ever spoke. We need it now, babies. what's up about America? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is Jay Cubes is another walking genius. As a black role model, I would say that to the end. I look up to him. This thing of reading Harvard papers. What the fuck do we do with the youth? But nah, the issue with Mitch McConnell, look, he's holding up the republicanism idea on the backs of, I don't give a fuck what we call republicanism. It's conservatism, right? Like, it was better back when I was young. He was probably considered liberal back then. Mitch McConnell is the problem in America, and then Nancy Pelosi is the problem. They control what gets done. They were arguing over whether to give you 20% or 30% while your children were starving, people. They don't give a fuck about you. Just don't pay your taxes sometimes. See if they actually can keep track. It's a scam. It's a Ponzi scheme. They know we can keep track of how much money you make, but can you? Oh, you might owe us in prison for that. And I'm not a libertarian. I've paid my taxes too. Literally, it owes me back unemployment. My sister doesn't have my tax documents, so I can't do shit about it. And I sent it all to her address. So I was using that address for a while. So she's like, I just have more and more mail for you. Bye. Dude, the entire senatorial system, the entire idea of literally, and you have to understand this, we live in a republic and represented by white people in a country that is accelerating to the point where minorities are just going to switch and be the dominant race. They were trying to explain to you Angstrom limits. This is all math, and we're talking about Rubik's cubes, baby. There's always a catch. This is a free toy. I literally got this because I got good at this. It was so awesome when they offered me cubes. Literally, I could just go to fucking fill you, and I request specifically for you because I'm fucking like that. I don't even go through whoever they was cool as shit, and be like, dude, you know I fucked it up, right? I can't maintain how they feel. That dude is one of the dopest. He's so dope. He's literally violinist like with his hands. Because he bowled. He was a good bowler. He's like, I'm just going to enter another arena and show you I'm going to come out the other side. All right. The only reason Will Hester doesn't have the World Record handballs, he had just the same chance. I'll probably air him like nothing you'd understand. Yeah, I'm going to fuck it up right now. Our team, back when I was good, you haven't been on my level. And I'm saying this because people don't know me in this community. That's because I don't put my face up there. I don't put my name on anything I've ever come up with. You can literally read I've got a Wikipedia page on the, I don't even know what I know. Like, there's things I know about cubes. You people are harder and get glucose in there. Of course, Jabin knew. He's added. You've been added. Literally, they control the Supreme Court. Thanks for getting back to politics. This is an educated young man. How old are you, man? Well, that's impressive. You know how to bring it back to politics that quick. Taylor Greensburg literally is the reason abortions would be legal. Because she could have made it choice and said, I'm not special. We just didn't know the woman on this court to understand. Sometimes you got to do it. Like, it would be right. I mean, she's probably been in those shoes. And these kind of things thought she was special. There were plenty of women who were educated enough. You're not special. You likely don't have a soul. Talking about people's MP right now. What the fuck are you doing here? You own all the land. And you know we're criminals to you, right? You just immediately made us criminals. There's no choice but to steal. That was programmed into the Constitution on a scale. Literally, they had to measure out the angstrom limit in 9/10 of a law, 3/5 of a man. I balanced it all on my enemy's skin. That's just a decimal system in a bar. I rap like that because I'm black and I listened to a lot of Slick Rick growing up. The children's story literally said to me, "You got to be a good person," but literally said, "You don't have to bathe." I'm like, yeah, they can't force me. There's no such thing as force. You could be a heroin addict, which I know what he's saying, but he said, "You don't know the meaning of water and soap." They weren't punching like that back then. Let's talk on Just Got It Wrong. The revolution will be YouTube, motherfucker. Because I drink my cum on live stream, you can't say it's porn. That's the greatest news. Who the fuck just has cum in their own hole? Like, let's fuck with it. Show 'em I can taste slow cum. Because I literally know the flavors of silicone. I've smoked multiple types of silicone. I'm such a poly addict. You're not on my level. Guess what? Don't follow me at all. I am a bad role model. But be excellent on a scale only the people who made you don't respect. It's over. I have a singularity. If you disagree, guess what? You brought a gun to a Rubik's Cube battle. Can you do it like this? Literally, I'm just working on disconnecting my focal points using the mirror of your fucking thought process. You see my own scramble patterns where I can detect random state scrambles where I actually can do this. Statistically, most of my PBs have been set on random state because the fact I use ZB means if I miscramble, statistically speaking, I'm more likely to get lucky. And we're working on CP control from inspection. What community are you in? Yeah, you can see it. This is just straight facts. First of all, hit me up on Instagram. I will talk to you. I'm so busy because I do it all for myself and that I do nothing all day. And shit comes out that people say is beautiful. I made my dad cry with a poem. I'm trying to say, Dad, I'm doing fine. It just hurts. I'm working more jobs than I literally could count at the time because of the way I was working. Paying Simba's bills when I'm sleeping on the floor. I'm doing fine. Literally. I was alright. So she kicked me out because I was psychotic. Now the bitch leaves the mother. I'm doing alright. I calmly said to her, Hegelian dialect. She said, is that a threat? There's no fucking way she knew what that meant, because if she did, she got sublated the moment I said those words. Let's fuck with it. I'm trying to get better at this. This is my new event. Sorry, I'm very bipolar. I just got out of the hospital and they put the wrong drug in, and I said, don't give me this, don't give me that. They literally lied to me about what they gave me at times. If you disagree, you weren't. Look at this. This is so awesome. Right here, you can force a good MGLS case. Look, just by recognizing some other tricks. Jay is working on this kind of stuff. There's no other way. I mean, of course I can recognize it. The way I'm going to do it is just you got to solve with both hands on the same scramble. So it's going to create option select in the mind of physical matter to the point where you can option select if it's better to do it left or right handed. I don't know if it's possible. Who disagrees? You don't know how to read light speed. Literally, I'm just going to train myself using a recognition system and analyze the entropy of pi. I can do that shit. I know the code full stack. It's open for you people. In multiple languages, including Rust. No, I can write library exam. It'd be shitty right at the end, but I found out you can mutate fucking algorithms. There's such a thing as mutation of pointer. It's a pointer for your pointer. You just put more pointers in your computer to the point where they're saying, look, you know we can do anything with this. You need to learn how to code. That's what Rust is. JavaScript is, you know you can do anything with this. You really need to learn how to code. So, we got a live working version. I'm going to recode it. I have schedule on Friday, something special. So we'll try and get something released at 3 p.m. I've got working code already. Like I could just dump it on the internet somewhere on GitHub. So it can be done in 5 minutes, but I want to live code just because I need people to tell me what the fuck I'm doing wrong. That Google thinks I don't know how CSS works. I'm literally just trying to build a loading screen, and it's not working. I mean, Google's like, what the fuck? How is it this functional? I'm storing all my state in CSS using pure SVGs. So it's all visuals as vectors. And I store it in integers. Because I'm not going to do trig actively. If your computer has any... Oh, that's why LDB runs so slow, dude. I use so much trig in there, dude. If you don't know this, I made CubeDB from scratch. I made LDB using Statue's database design. From scratch. Cramming, because I hated that job. I don't like programming. It sucks. If you've ever coded like that, Chris, you know why. You're just writing unit tests for a smarter man. All day now. They said meta AI. What about meta AI? And now you're the most effective tactic available in the system where they're saying, how the fuck does Chris Tran work for us? And we don't even know this. What? I know, it's ridiculous. Dude! I'm sorry. I lost. No, there's a website, PBDB, sorry. PBDB. I wanted to make a social media website that had a notification system for comps. I realized I'm calculating the surface of the earth here. Dude, there's so much stuff I've been trying to do for the Cuban community because it changed my life. The fact that I won the first competition I went to as an American, African American, most of the time I used because that was what my dad said. We got to go back to Africa, my brother. This is unacceptable. I say African American by choice. The fact that a black man from America, from Brooklyn, motherfucker, Brooklyn, stand up. You know who the fuck I am. If you don't know who I am, motherfucker, I'm from Brooklyn. Winthrop Street, Flatbush Avenue. I lived on it. People banged on me around there. Back when you had to just deal with the fact, how do they know about the West Coast banging system of colors? It was suspicious. My dad's been to the West Coast. I had never been. People don't know my life story, and I'm a illusion solver on another level. We're talking to polyglot typers, and they are better at this than us, in a way. Flatbush Avenue by Winthrop Street, back when it was a little fancy because we was rich. But there were people across the street starving. Little kids that were just jealous of us. I had it easy. Nigga, we gonna... It can't be a 24-hour live stream because I literally don't want to connect my phone. So I'm so suspicious of how my mother is somehow tracking me. I know for a fact she thinks she knows my location. And that should be illegal because I made it clear I wouldn't contact a woman in an emergency. Not even my sister. The only reason I did is because I couldn't get contact with a woman because we just don't use phones. We're always home or we're heading somewhere. So we're in the car and no phones. It works. It's over. I can literally get two phones, compare their GPUs, and read the light speed of new parodies. We're mining for parodies and Rubik's Cube solves. You need to know how a 7-flip works. As is the most basic one. I can prove it mathematically. You want to talk about it? Rubik's Garden has been working on these problems. I had a conversation with the man and said, look, you're just mining for luck. And he said, yeah, I got lucky. I got luckier. Oh, that is a fucking bot, dude. Is the audio good? Let me know. We're having a conversation, so yeah, nigga, back when Flatbush was fancy. It's fancier now, I know. Because I know the room I became conscious of, I said, this is a 6-level. Whoa, we're in a square. And the cat told me what to do. I used to wrestle with that cat. He left me alone with the heroin addict.
do I do this? Oh my gosh. Basic is fine too. Literally hacking my phone. Oh, cool. What's my close request? What conversation guy? I think I got a lot, dude. Really just dope, dude. Dude, the internet's dying, but it's still loading slowly. And we got a gig up and down. Somebody's load sharing heavy around here. Someone is load sharing heavy, heavy, heavy. Someone is hacking the internet actively. Someone has got an internet fucking, like there's these keys where if they don't, it's literally based on the idea that 7 is especially prime. It's not. 8 is especially byte-like. It's got to do with cubes and 24 cells. I'm not going to lay it all out. If I could explain it, I'd already have my program working. It works. I was impressed by parodies. I can intuitively teach myself CP control. If you disagree, I don't care. You don't know me. Literally, right now, on that scale, my GPUs are acting odd, and I know someone is GPU mining in here. That's all you're doing over here is GPU mining. I have a better GPU miner. It's based on CSS. Literally hex codes. Watch this. I can just go to this. This is the old version. I'm working on a bigger website. I want to write it in pure JavaScript. So it's entirely functional. I'm rewriting React for Bluetooth. I don't know what to tell you. Oh shit. Why did this come up with React 2.0? React 2.0 is dangerous. React is literally poisoning the internet. If you disagree, we can talk about it. They're trying to abstract out CSS. People don't understand CSS because of React. Like, it's actually important that there's just this file that says what something should look like. Otherwise, you're using too many pointers. Do you know how difficult it is to get a decimal into a computer? It's a floating point. You need to literally be doing logarithms actively with whom you can't store them. 1.5 is a hard number to store. It's just 3, though. What is this? Yeah, I've never seen this state before. Dude, we can just teach it my CFOP style. It's game over. I said, wait, bitch. I wrote the code. It'll work. This is a mathematically difficult state because it's easy to solve. It's objectively CFOPable. I can option select methods in here. Holy shit. And it's just because it's pure CSS. I'm literally psychedelically, I'm literally delirious right now because my roommate won't take me to the CVS. So I can pick up my medicine. It's not his fault. He's an adult. I'm an adult. I could walk, but I can't trust myself. Dude, thank you. You're seeing something here. Okay. Literally, that took an odd amount of time. The amount of time it took for me to mine for a single easy solution, and it was mathematically proof. C# is the superior method. We're working on it. C#, my new method. You just got owned. You got C++. I just took your method. Statue, whatever. Not statue. Statue sort of really just lets it be. He doesn't understand the code he writes sometimes. But no, the fact that he actually got an optimal solver in functionality, but he doesn't realize it, I can't help him. Anyway, if you can get Cosium in the computer, it's a simple proof that you can just cheat at optimal. Just read it. G-store orientation. I'm mining for parodies to prove transcendental numbers are storeable in Rubik's Cube states because it's a walking abacus. I'm a genius. Literally. Well, I have 2 walking abacus. What happens if you play with the same number infinitely until it stores 0? That's a Riemann hypothesis. Riemann, I know, I read it first. Okay? Riemann. But it's a Riemann hypothesis. So that's how it's Riemann. That's the dopest thing I've ever heard in my life. And some days, I used to go back to work. Dude, it was small, bro. Just absolutely tiny. It used to be when I hit the angle on this one, it used to be freakish, but you gotta. You see how skinny I am today? God damn. No, I used to look like a freak, bro. You don't know. Look, it's on Instagram. I can delete that. Mikey never named me. I told him, name me. He said, whoa. You know that makes me gay, right? Basically. No, I'm literally queer. Asexual, non-binary. It's literally the preferable term for me because it's mathematically accessible. Who wants time? Bro, you got a dope ass. That's a lot of math in there.
Oh, it's a basic image. It's all good. Dude. Okay, we're just gonna make a YouTube channel for this eventually. No, it all happens live. This is where I started. Literally, I started out being the best at blind slicing. That's the only reason I'm in the discussion of programming. We've been coding on with our fingers for a while. To the point where we consider when to use vectors or some matrices. This is all Ben 1996, 123. He explored optimality to the point where he trained himself like a computer to recognize optimal solutions he doesn't understand. This is not new, people. There's a way out. 3.141592656284626438327950288419716399375. Who can rap like that? I suck at it, okay? I got a long way to go. I think I've reached the point where if you hear from my song, you say, give me a chance. Motherfucker, I don't know. That's a reference. Chris caught it. Mi español es autodidáctico, but improved I'm trying to do Spanglish backwards because I'm trying to more effectively switch into a Spanish machine because I want to tell the Haitian story of revolution in the language of an Aztec family, at least someone who was indigenous here. One doctor, this guy, remember that. We're going to get just one day a day. We're going to use that thing. I was so I lost it on today's on the street. It's frustrating losing things because you're crazy. Like literally, I just spent money on that. It's not even expensive, but. That's the thing me. I think my best, I think. Best roommate of all time. This is my landlord and he treats me like a brother. He pays the mortgage. I pay the bills. We're starting an esports cubing team, people. Who's on my side? You can get in. No rules. Anarchy. Can you hack someone's Alex? That's what I'm working on. Now, Jay Klassen had the best style flavor as dude. You can't just RUD everywhere. No, you literally can't. If you just store it all in RUD and learn to cancel, you can start 7 flipping accidentally. Literally, you can soon skip on purpose and not know you soon skip somewhere. The BLDers have been thinking about this stuff. Jan Franco told me he discovered a J-term conjugate in his dreams. I didn't even know what that meant back then. Literally, you've all been doing lambda calculus if you've been solving Rubik's Cubes all day. I don't think he appreciated that. Like, Gianfranco came up with an alg that was good based on the J-perm conjugate. The 2 plus 2, it forms a weird cross because it compares to a T-perm in a way that you got to understand. There are new parodies I'm working on that you people don't understand. We can 20 flip it. There is no such thing as HTM. I can prove it mathematically. He wants to discuss how a fucking Rubik's Cube works. I can analyze that thing in 8 dimensions in ways you don't understand why it's a 24 cell. I can prove it mathematically. If you want to discuss how we compress tesseracts, understand you're not on my level in this environment if you think this is about mathematics. I don't give a fuck. I want the world record in OH. I'm going to do it with 2 cubes.
Oh shit, you got some. That's excellent. Observer effects. The internet is being GPU mined on my CPUs. Yeah, there's multiple CPUs in there too. What do you think they did in this thing? This thing is a magic Tesla coil. I will prove it. Because I overheated this thing and it turned out it's overclocked. I accidentally overclocked a CPU. It fucks with the internet. No, it doesn't. It's more complicated, but I'm GPU mining anyway, so. My own cryptocurrency. It's in JavaScript. You can just store it safely as long as it's functional JavaScript. Literal functional JavaScript that all displays stored in CSS. You can store information on Ethereum. And Ethereum 2.0 is just coming. Kuberlang, dope as well. Dude, okay. So because you've inspired me, so I want to explain this. One second. So Kuberlang is the dopest name because there's polyglot cubers that would just say, you know, you can just message switch sometimes. I'm like, yeah, we've been thinking about this for decades. Literally, on the forum, people are like, you know, some people are just going to use multiple methods. Yeah, this is the greatest meme of all time. I don't know what to tell you. I told the myth Well, someone can see this. This never came up, but they went viral. Someone posted on Instagram, and it went viral. Chris saw it. He's like, my friend made that. I don't know if you can see it. It's on my Instagram. I told the myth of the Aurora Boreas Eve in a meme. I make memes. Did you even know that I haven't read it? It's public knowledge. I will talk to anyone on that forum. I'm talking about singularities in the Cuban phrase, because you people don't know, this is actually smarter than you. Yeah, it's not a conspiracy, motherfucker. You're racist. Likely. Fucking America. I despise the Chinese. Would you guys like to get into why? I was in Hong Kong. We're trying to take some democracy from people I care about. Chinhua's from there. Chinhua was my boy. Like, if I had to choose a best friend at a time in my life, I would say Chinhua. Nigga, we gotta tell these people what the fuck we did in Hong Kong. We ran that shit. It was, you were fucking with Jabari, Chinhua, Sean Couture, Justin Yoon, Sandra Wong. I had the clique of nerds. You know who wins in the end? The people who've been studying. Once we figure out the unlimited entropy trick, you gotta do it twice. It's over for them. Good luck. I'm working on socialistic blockchain. What are you doing with your life? Yeah, it's an aggressive move. Motherfucker, if I can do this, and you hear a sound you associate with something, and you have to know what it is to know what it is to know what it is, YouTube can't ban me. But they can keep on fucking with my subscriber count. They're literally prophetically estimating 9.1. It keeps on heading towards 9.1. That's suspiciously odd because they say I need 1,000. I just remember the live stream for my phone, so I have a reason to actually even pay for this thing. I was paying $50 a month for what was supposed to be unlimited, but it wasn't, but it was working for me. And then I didn't need it, so I didn't pay for it. And the only reason I want that is just D might know what the fuck was going on. Quote me on it.
We'd like to dedicate this special song to you. Check it out. It's all for
I've seen you listen to Spanish and say they're talking. I know it. I'm not gonna the fuck up. What is the program? Oh god.
Fuck, I always forget. Oh, no one's even watching. Good. Dude, Cuba Lang, we're gonna make a group called Con Lang. It's about the fact that there's a go for me, and then there's a person who said, "This is not even that lyrical."
Oh, fuck these voices.
Literally, the voices are caused by the Benadryl, which I used to calm myself down. I need Visceral. I get to a CVS. When I start walking, I get delusional. My landlord locked me out, but I'm not gonna do it to him like that.
I can take his house. Legal. Like, now that I've taken home the mortgage, I mean, I can't go there because using the credit system with more credit than me.
I didn't realize my credit's not that bad. It's just the result of someone who was irresponsible with one credit card and then paid it off. So they know I pay my debts and I owe way too much medical debt. Like, if I'm not in the millions yet, they weren't trying to write chemicals.
Anyway,
No, $60K for a fucking ride I said I don't want to take. I think it was wrong. Morally, scientifically, psychologically, I was misdiagnosed with Asperger's. They said, look, I could talk to you. On a level you don't understand, I said, that's fried fruit. I could see it. Asperger's have C's. Asperger's. I can't remember the two. I invented the term. If you disagree, what was the first case of Asperger's in New York? You'll find out you haven't digitized all your records yet. You gotta hurt me in taxes. Solve two issues with 2 hands. One wins. It's playing back. It's playing white boy rap. It's called Oreo rap. Oh shit. Cooper Lang. Thanks. Okay, let's so we'll do it with you, buddy. Alright, so this is literally gonna fuck with 2 GPUs. It could literally shut off my laptop. Alright, I gotta be careful with this thing. It's $2,000 and I treat it like trash, so it is a working science. I'm literally balancing GPUs and triangle squares. I can see myself being treated as an object of skin color and they're looking at my teeth. I can see you. Yes, you're racist because they don't give you enough data on me. Boom! Oh, okay, what's that? It's game over. I don't give a fuck about anything. I've done nothing wrong in America. Worst thing you could do to me is give me some time off to think about the universe. Let's talk. Anybody. You're not on my level. Chomsky. You didn't consider the fact that when we run out of idioms, I can just say the black cat or exactly, you can't even listen. You're that old. The black cat roams under a ladder 2 steps too tall. Some of that was freestyle. It's idiom rap. I called it that months ago. It's idiom rap. All you do. You're coming up with aphorisms, my friend. You're welcome. I will tell this story to my death, but it's the reason I haven't have anything to share. I was talking to a 13-year-old. I don't know how old this thing is, but I was talking to a kid who shouldn't be that smart about morphemes. I said, drop an aphorism on me. He said, existence is the pinnacle of creation. He said, I'm God too, motherfucker. Where you been working? That's all facts. I was just getting paid to talk to someone. We were playing the game I've been designing for years. You're welcome. You can play it in Excel, people. There's no rules. If you've been here. If you keep on something, literally get the fuck off my page. This is where I operate freely. If you're anywhere else, understand there's different personalities that you haven't seen. As you've been in the room at one of the all night, we got to do it again at the cubicle, and we got to show Phil you that he doesn't know what we did in that building. Facts. That's the party. No, we're that's anarchy rules. Look, I don't know when I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna show up at the cubicle with 2 kids. Say, look, I've actually been practicing, Phil. You know, you owe me money. I'm gonna sue you. I never give you any rights to my code. You guys can't read it. It works perfectly. AlphaDB just works as a one-man project. I'm supposed to compete with Stewie. The dude reconstructs for fun. What the fuck? Yeah, that's a good project so obviously because I can see the packagement of the 3D engine they're using. Their 3D engine sucks. Mine is superior. It's called Tesseract. It just gives you all the information in the cube from a perfect right angle. Mine's best. I'm working on something. But once I realized I'm writing a Ruby tutorial, I said, oh shit, I gotta build the 3D engine. Dude, what the fuck? It's hard. No one ever taught me how trigonometry works. I went to college and I know how calculus works. No, you guys be teaching the first thing you tell to a kid, listen, you in charge. What you want to do? I was getting paid to Minecraft. I taught that kid he could be hacking for money. We ain't keeping up. We were learning Japanese. I can't speak it as well as him. I said, listen, you probably watch anime, nigga. You should know some of this shit. I don't watch anime. I don't want to learn Japanese. I know more than you. Did I go? What the fuck? I don't care. So that doesn't work. Is that casual with it? You do something about it. You saw me talk about 4. I got all the testosterone.
Yeah, no, that's actually not bad. What the fuck is a messenger button? How the fuck does, like, literally just abstracting Facebook to not work right? That's all Instagram is abstracting out Facebook to have bigger white space in your pictures. Object. How do I do this thing? This doesn't make sense to me. Oh, that's actually gangster. Okay. Dude, people. Oh. I got a box. I got a 3D engine on. How the fuck did I do this? Like, you don't understand what I just did. That was 3D manipulation of time. How the fuck is she that far? Oh, she literally cheated at life. Yeah, they got Xeon. They literally just do this. Yeah, they just go like, look, all what's my hand. It's not a present. It looks like tight. What the fuck? You give a fuck? Literally, I look like a woman. These things used to be square. Like, look, you have not seen that picture. I got it in my Google Drive. I'm gonna post some pornography. I know I'm a fetish in the community. There's no fucking way. It's Jabari, dude. I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, goddamn, some days it ain't fair. You ain't even see me clean shaves around these parts. You know, we did that on purpose, right? We said no more of this picture because if they know this guy's just out here, it's game over. Because there's a dick pic in the folder I'm about to go to, and that's only because they hacked me. They're like, wait. All right, look at the skinny knees. Where's my peak? No, I had a peak, bro. I was like, dude, that ain't human. Dude, just got her wrong. Did I ever want to make music with you, man? Good time, my friend. The revolution will not be quantized. God, dude, your nervous system just. Oh, was that sad, dude? Bruh, I was such a fucking incel. Well, I'm Volsa. I've been Volsa, but dude, I don't look up that day. I was feeling it. I mean, literally can. Do you know how to jump? Oh my god, dude. This is old too. This is before I got square. When you figure out I hit that angle where the abs look like fucking cubes, I was like, nigga, this isn't even it. This stuff. So we're here. I must have been years ago. Right here. Please. Dude, I don't do this. I don't go back to my. You go back to your selfie folder? What the fuck? Oh, you gotta analyze yourself. Okay, that's kind of genius. I got you. Yeah, bitch, you got Heagles. Ha! It made me gray. Dude, I have gray color blindness proving mathematically that gray is a color. Who wants to talk about it? There it is. Literally, you cannot have attention. I know my calling like the back of my hand. It's our frequency. Don't fuck with it. You guys want to compete? Who is in charge? I gotta keep reminding you this. I've been here for years, just thinking this way. I don't tell people because I can end up in the hospital and saying I'm God. That's fact. I'm he who remains. Once I learned about that concept, like, wait a second, I'm fucking with myself here. I could have been a drug lord. All I want to be is El Chapo. I'm referencing socialism, people. I wasn't planning for that. That's freestyle. Freestyle debate with your voices in your head, and you might get somewhere. I have philosophical debates up here on the morality of the fact that my dad only messaged me because he needed help with his website, and I knew that meant maybe it was a financial issue, and he couldn't do anything about it.
or maybe the only reason he even thought of me is because the person with a master's in IT had an IT issue. And he knows I'm good. I write music all the time, Jane. I wrote an album in a day. That's it. I had the lyrics ready. I always got lyrics ready. You gotta have lyrics ready for anything. But I recorded an album in a day called Hey Lately I'm Paying Free. My best work because I'm trying to tell my dad, look, I got it, Dad. If you could listen to Hey Lately and Paying Free, and see, I'm still sad about some stuff that's going on. But I'm pain free. Lucy knows about that album. She liked it on Facebook. My stepmother, who I didn't appreciate. I sent her this message. I know for a fact it wasn't a dream. I apologize, Lucy. I didn't understand how great a mother you were. You showed me love in a way no one showed me. You didn't even know me. You treated me like a son. I consider myself a mother to you. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm playing around with bipolar 1 versus bipolar 2. I experienced both hypomanic and manic episodes at a oddly divergent scale to the point where I'm measuring the lexical weight of my thought system. English is inefficient, people. We need more lexical weight. I'd be upgrading people. I am in your life. Chris Train went from me depressed about being an alcoholic, working for minimum wage in New York, to being a meta AI programmer at Amazon doing boring work. Because he saw me programming for fun. And he's going viral, dudes. It's over. One of the greatest technicians on the cube, you don't understand what that man could do with a magnet. I said, okay, look, I need to know it will turn. I could talk to Chris Trav that way. He's my bitch. I mean, like on facts. I literally just say, God mode. No, listen, Chris. You ain't been here. I've had these conversations in cars with you. Hi. You're the first person to ever hear me freestyle loud. Ever. You still got that file somewhere. It's out of trash. But it sounds like future. He's fucking dang it. I like Lil Xan, okay? On facts, he used to be good. Xan's gonna destroy you. Is one of the greatest ontologies of all time because his last name is actually Xan or something crazy. Shout out Xanny. What the fuck? You better not be fucking with Xanny. If Xanny is still fucking with Xanny, I'm scared for society. Because that one was studying noetics. I'm just like, oh, you're thinking about noetics. What the fuck is noetics? No one told me there was a study of the mind. I can't keep up with all the words. Sometimes they change the language on me. But people's empty invariably. Who kills himself and is thinking about noetics? They're wondering if they're immortal or not. She was like, okay, let's just go for the muscles. She was fucking with herself that day. Daddy, be careful. You know you want to try to kill yourself now. You were curious if you could pull your muscle tendons out. And you did it. Do you not feel pain? Whoa. No wonder. That makes a lot of sense.
Listen. I'm not a reverse entropy in here. Do you know who you are? I'm a virgin in my teeth. That's not my truth. I got the name of my family. You a lesbian right now. You flirting with me. She didn't mention it, but she a lesbian. I was flirting with me. I saw her thing. Shit it in your mouth. I'm virgin in my teeth. That's some Pokemon Go to the pole. I got it. Okay, we got to get organized on a new scale because we're starting an esports cubing team. Cubing on the computer is superior, but you got to be able to do it physically at the same time so you understand the mathematical concept that I can just put a nonce in you and say, oh, center swap. There's parodies that I find. You guys are not considering this. There's depth here. I have physically died. I overdosed on marijuana. True story. Chris, I got to tell you some shit. Nigga, you ain't been keeping up at all. You pay me for one story, nigga. I got some shit that you would be like, nigga, that didn't happen. There's no fucking way that happened. Christian is my nigga. I run that man's mind. Literally, I can say Puerto Pronto. And he's going, what the fuck? I speak Spanish better. No, you comprendo me, nigga. C'est la vie. Yeah, I've been working on my languages, motherfucker. Borscht. Chris, you have Asian beauty standards. Good luck. You're looking for a perfect 10 out of 10. This rock just sent me a crease. Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. I always forget I'm smoking dabs constantly now. At work, I was just dropping dabs like it was nothing again. That made me so godmother, I forgot. Really, I could read people's thoughts because they were eating my hair. And I had antenna in there because I considered this problem when I was actually studying. What the fuck? How? There's a way antennas just work? It's literal spirals? I have spirals. This is K-Force, baby. What the fuck is a spiral factory? You don't make K-Force. You measure it. Yeah, if that's okay, Daylight. You just leveled up on me. All right. This nigga was rapping about K-Force. Come on, Aaron. Let's drop this shit. Already steaming on this concept, which is just saying we could just unconscious thinking. Yeah, you're just playing with words. You can say this whole shit. I just caught it. Literally. Just catch it. You just caught it. Let's do it. These people thinking in the past. I got upgrade. Take drugs. Take drugs. Thou shalt be drugs. Thou shalt not be me. Yeah, but oh shit, I said that last week. Don't do drugs. Get your parents to get your drugs. Only rule. Nigga, I've done nothing wrong. This is legal in my state. Yeah, I see what you're doing. I've been watching the ones and zeros since before you people understood. Me and my brother were talking in binary in the room and said, whoa, one of us is not developing correctly. Now I'm talking about my older brother. That's Jabari Nardine. He literally has cured consciousness because he wanted a twin brother he didn't even think about until his mother just mentioned it casually to complain about the back pain she had as a result of being woo-woo about her medical care when she was in the hospital. I'd have two brothers, Malik and Nuts. That's the only difference. That was Monster's advice.
So he followed his rules. I'd have two brothers when I knew. And that bitch killed him, and she raped me about it. No, but you probably put me in your will, and you're going to fucking jail. You battered me. I noticed. I looked up the statute of limitations in California on battery. Sasha, I got your house. Because you put my name in that will. You can't change your will now. You're in the middle of a court battle. I bet you. If she saw that email, she said, "What the fuck? How is he this fucking cordial with a rape accusation?" Because she had to ask Simba, "Am I reading this right?" Exactly. She's like, "I got texts like that too." I haven't hit a KK at all. I haven't hit a KK at all. That's my little sister. It's not. We both didn't know. What the fuck do you do when they're fucking you up in gas chambers? And some people make it out for some reason. That survivorship bias on a scale only you understand. You're not special. Just accept it. You're a basic bitch. That's me being referential to myself. Oh. They can't ban me for it. They can't ban me. If that's not the dopest thing you've ever seen on YouTube, you don't understand that was casual for me. The way in which I operate, my friend, I'm getting you to focus there because I want to stress it. I could go deeper into the amount of flexion in your brain by seizing out on the fact that I just got injected with quantum on purpose on a scale you people don't understand. I don't hospital. You ever quantum? That's gonna be a ride. No, it works in my family.
She sees the pictures. Oh, okay. Perhaps. Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh shit! Oh, this simple for real, fam. Oh yeah. Ain't only like that. Like they saw the Harlem kid who goes to Columbia. What the fuck is he doing roaming around Harlem at midnight? That's a Columbia street. They talk about me sometimes. In Harlem. I'm not from there. I'm from Brooklyn. They didn't even know that. Like, Auntie doesn't appreciate that I'm not from Manhattan. I'm from Brooklyn. It is where I became conscious. The first choice I ever had to make, a cat helped me. He said, we gotta move, nigga. He's not getting up. And these just me, heroin, and a cat. And the cat with the heroin. I was like, maybe I'll try once. No. That's like the crack that smokes. Saeed, you ever a soldier, my friend. How many times did I have to whip your ass because you accepted? I can just pull your tail, nigga. That was my cat. That was a street cat. My dad would buy a cat for everyone. They couldn't kill a mouse one time. He manned up about it, but Sachi can't do that shit. Yeah, I've murdered. It feels bad. Holy shit. You could be modifying your thinking speed and you could be working on your recursive loops. Literally, you can recognize recursion sooner. Holy shit. What the fuck do you guys know in like the Heavenlands? Guys, I swear to God, I think there's like a Zion. No cap. On stream, I claim it. The Rubik's Cube is God. Who disagrees? That's my first supposition. We're having a proof negative battle. Who thinks their P equals NP? With logarithms, using an analog stick, how can you have a mechanical keyboard, nigga? It would automatically be analog. Something needs to snap. And it started with a... Oh, snap, resistance. I repeated it. I just compressed the song and you don't know what that means.
Look, we hating on Chris because I love my good brother and he needs to make changes. Chris, first time we ever spoke, ever, we got to quantum physics very quickly. I said, you don't know how post-quantum works? I was raised in the God body era. No, in it. There were times where I was rolling with people I shouldn't know exist. Like, somehow it adds up to me. I wrote a song called Meme about Richard Dawkins being the greatest scientist of all time. And why I'm the best. Not with the wine and dine existence of snap. I repeat it. Stop that, please. Literally, I overdosed on marijuana. It's all good. I got it. I made it. Come on, guys. The bugs know the rules. I think she's worried about something that's different. Oh, you can't package it for it. This literally doesn't Asian make sense. There's nowhere for me to change feet. You don't have a fucking place for me to drop off my feet. Push your dog is trapped in his hair, bro. You don't walk your dog, dude. Too much open in the house? In and out. Outside is nice, so everything's sharp. Out. Oh, I'm thinking it's too crazy. There's some little schizo effective. I apologize in case you need my caretaker. I'm joking with my roommate. This is just fun. I went to wine and dine existence. I repeated it. Internally, it's time to come to terms with this torment. How can make that sound? You don't get it. I'm gonna change again. Internally, it's time to come to terms with this torment. You see how I play with comment? Should I get the one down? On the subject. He's nervous about driving again. All is going on. He's gonna be an accident. Dad got mad. Possibly driving into these stuff that supposed to be girlfriend and himself. Dude, I see him. Chris, we gotta talk about this. Nigga, we gotta get in a fucking discussion. But it's a pie joke. You gotta find me on Live Me, and I know you know who I am. But the difference is you don't have my main account, dude. And if you do, you know it's game over. I work with him. Dude, his name is a double entendre on my freestyle album I deleted, and I know you downloaded that shit because you were like, Jabbar, I might delete this shit. He was freestyling there? All of it? I suck at it. Here's spit something. I gotta think of a word. Plastic ball. Okay. The world just is a plastic ball of all my flow actually mystic, as in it's sick as I spit things that actually are actually different. In that if you factually rhyme with fact rhymes with act small, like the fact that you're fat, I just come correct. That's one of my favorites of all time. Oh my god. Actual factuals? You can't just say it anymore. I said it better. I don't know. Blimes Brixton, who I've been following longer than most people, back when she got some drip to her now, that's all I'm saying. And of course it's Gifted Gab, but that's a shout out to Gift of Gab. Like, if Gift of Gab has died, the universe is unacceptable. The dude had COVID, he could rap. I forgot. Okay. You gotta pay homage. There's a reason. At one point I just listened to pray for it. Like, well, he was thinking about Fibonacci sequences. Early work. He said, look, you don't know how to scheme with your letters. Let's explain some shit. Okay, look. Thanks for the light. Gift of Gab might be dead because he had COVID like 2 times, dude. Like, his fan base is not who he grew up around. People don't respect Gift of Gab in New York. That one hurt. Like, you don't know Gift of Gab. The nigga was thinking about fourth dimensional rocket shit from the 2000s about rap. That's Black Thought. The only reason Black Thought can't flow is because the roots were inspired by, and I said it, Black Thought can't flow like me. Hey, look, I mean, ain't going. Anyway, the voices. The amount of music this guy probably spent his time working on needs to be understood because that guy has probably written books somewhere that I couldn't find. It's so special to us. I write books. They're public. I'm a terrible author. I write fiction. No cap. I was trying to just spit the truth. And a lot of times I wanted to die. Like, I say this joke because it's not true. I made it up in my mind. I'm like, okay. First of all, I want to die. I don't know why. Everything's all right for. My time just passes and I'm okay, but I didn't really want to be there. It's because I didn't have my father. And it's because he was there up until he said college. But I said, go to college now? I'm going to take my son? And he said, we got me. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you need an education. I'm like, Dad, what the fuck? I proved to you I can educate you. Don't ever let me go. He didn't fail me. He thought he was doing the right thing. And he thinks I'm pathetic sometimes. So I'm not some baller in South Africa. And I'm happier having a roommate not working for a little while. It's like working on a passion project that I believe could save the world from something. I think Rubik's Cube can generate energy using Bluetooth dual forces. That's not a meme or a word soup. It's literal theories. Hypotheses with evidence. People have not been studying the science. What the fuck is a barycenter, dude? How do you put cosine in a matrix? How is that mathematically expressible? Cosine in a matrix? There was a hard magic system in the universe and we all lost it. People's MP done. It's a race between me, Mike McNeil, and Chris, my 2 best friends, to write the best fucking solver. And we'll compete. Even on TWCA side, we socialists. I don't know what Mike is. He's pretty apolitical. He's not able to talk like that. I mean, I consider myself pretty liberal, that Joe Rogan type where they don't give a fuck, but you know, you can't blame him. And a capitalist who paid me for stories, dude. He would literally buy my music. Like, literally, this is a song he's waiting for called Wasted. Here we go. I'm going to give it to you. You owe me money for this, Chris, if you're here. Because no one's watching, so you watch the streams. Oh, you want Oolong. We can't do it to him. I literally have never read. It was utter trash. It was based on a... Smoking on that Buddha, got me darling lava, that's the kind of stuff you get on Alibaba. I am literally high on Benadryl at a point where you people would literally be dying. I'm seizing out in my brain because they gave me Clonabin and then titrated the dose in a bad way. I'm and I talked to the doctor about this issue because I study research chemicals, even though I'm not into it. So I was like, N25 biome is the god drug? Let's talk about it. No, the god drug is a small amount of caffeine, a little THC, and top it off with an opiate if you can handle it. I fuck with Perkies. I could count on one hand how many I've done. They're not for me. I like my weed. I like my stimulants. I don't smoke meth, crack. I tried cocaine. It's not for me because I don't want to end up in prison. And I was studying prison before they put me in jail to the point where they put me in with the white boys because I was feeling aggressive that day. I want to see if I can make it out. In Cali, northern Cali, they put me in with the white boys with a schizophrenic rapist. The KKK is still operating on a global scale somehow. Or I'm crazy, right? But guess what, motherfuckers? I posted a proof of Jabari's theorem. It's on r/Cubers. You gotta go be basic. I don't feel like voice jetting, dude. I literally hear voices. Okay? This is facts. I fell in love with a girl in my head who was just a pretty girl in my town who I created. And I made up a character for her and I met her in my dreams. That's just facts. You could have been doing that. Broke my heart when I realized I had to stop. But I'm just more imaginative than you people. I reinvented Bayesian thinking at the age of 5.321. That's a backwards Fibonacci sequence with a 4 in it, with the squares and the fucking. Come on! Who's even thinking like me? I dropped a Bayesian thinking Fibonacci backwards sequence on him. I was planning from that. I'm like, oh shit. I can do math whenever the fuck I want, and they can't stop me. I get to thinking here, and Dad does math for money. I'm gonna be rich, because I'm already the richest around here. Jack's parents just don't care about him. Let him do whatever he wants, so he's over there sometimes. But around these parts, I'm the richest. I'm gonna be the big man. The guy upstairs that you people referencing my idioms. Mr. Capital T. Okay, I just said I'm God live streaming. I don't believe that. We all have a Buddhistic journey to walk. I believe I'm one of the people who could help you understand. You need to understand that Buddhism is the answer. That's all Alan ever said. He's like, look, I'm a Christian Buddhist. I can't help you here. I believe I'm God. I wasn't joking. I'm high on DMT. No, I'm not. So if someone is fucking hacking me, dude, all you did was sell me a bad machine. You're in the keyboard, dude. It's obvious. You sucrose hack? That's not a thing. I've used isopropyl alcohol in my spit. You need to know my DNA to hack this computer right now. It worked. It's sucrose. Spit is dissolving the carbohydrates. You can't get it out with isopropyl alcohol. It was a hack. If you notice something is working, sometimes you repeat it once many times, and noticing something that's working and noticing it doesn't is a definition of insanity. So doing the same thing over and over is not insane. Because there are different results. Sometimes there's such a thing as teleporting to the moon and back and feeling how it felt. That's quantum physics. That's basic shit. First thing I should explain to you, and I do this to all my students, I break it down to quantum. Listen, quantum physically, I ain't even here. Like, I'm on the moon and then back, and so are you. But you gotta learn to add together. You ever had to teach someone to multiply who was mistaught how to add? It's impossible! And then they say the math is too advanced for Naima. But true, it's just a stupid one. Well, it's because Jamil is teaching her tricks. Don't tell him when you know. Ever. Because he knows, I know, he knows. Jamil has been hacking people, including his mother. I taught him how to code, and then he said, I can do my homework with this. Jamil is my greatest. That is my prodigy. He dropped the greatest aphorism of all time. If you disagree, keep in mind we weren't thinking about aphorisms such a fashion. It's just my favorite word. It's a favorite concept in English. I realize it's a Latin word in a sense, but you wouldn't use the ism in such a fashion. You wouldn't use it. It would be an aphorism. This is the aphorism. Existence is the pinnacle of creation. That was casually swagged off by someone who wanted to play Minecraft. And I said, look, I can play Minecraft with you all day if I wanted to. Sometimes we gotta do some Excel math. And I'm slashing in here, teaching you how to hash. Literally, I came up with a new multiplication system, and we raced on it. I showed you could program it in. That's how I can do it over here. Let's actually race. You know I can't cheat. You can check. Jamil knows how to code better than most humans already. If you know how the function works, you're God. We've abstracted out functionality from Excel. It's no longer turn complete. You actually need colors. I can delete all the colors. Okay, everyone's blind now. Cool. Let's see how long that lasts. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Alan Watts got the balls to call his book on Bibles. He wanted to write liturgical literature. He calls it the book. I gotta go all the way etymology to explain to him why I just leveled the fuck up on him. Bitch, I was raised agnostic. You just got swagged on, dude. I'm mad like Bari. When you know, man, like, I've been doing this shit on stream sometimes. You people don't keep up. I do this. Those are bars. They catch me. I gotta sleep to it. This is some old school. They got no flows in here. Come on, dude. There's a sine wave somewhere. He's just got it. This dude just got his TR-88. That's the original 808, and it's all he's got. He's got no sine wave control. I was like, you can just play with the analog a little, learn to DJ, bitch. There you go. I see it. Time testing me. Sorry, you didn't get it. Let me explain this. My YouTubes are godlike. If you are in the OH community, you know why. What the fuck are Jabbar's YouTubes doing? Sometimes they look like I skip turns on camera. My YouTubes are ridiculous. I'm working on IDO R2's OH. I got big hands. That's just facts. Okay? The only reason I do OH wasn't an event I enjoyed. I got to rock around town and play with my Walkman back in the day. I was really Cuban and I was playing with my Walkman. So I had, you know, to drive around the miles later. You're being responsible. But I could play with the song I was listening to. I play with my Rubik's Cube.
been calling it, baby. We could do freestyle daily. You don't understand the level on which you guys could just be fucking with me. I'm in the A, baby. Who wants to hang out? I hang out at GA Tech sometimes. I got a date scheduled. You guys can show up. I still ain't got a reply. I keep on forgetting. Okay. How does Instagram work, dude? They keep on changing the UI because the only people not paying attention are just like. Oh, let's see. Dude, cryptographically hacking Instagram. That's impressive. Oh, dude. I love this post. I wish I could, but he's embarrassed by his Sony because he's in the room with a god. He's like, yeah, I'm good at this. Like, he can do OH already. The dude barely understands the difference between a Nicholas and a Sim. You don't understand who I am and what I can do to her brain. This is what I'm saying. I believe in you, my friend. Do you people know who this is? You should around here. Like, actually, if you saw this picture, you'd be like, how the fuck is Jabari in those circles? And we're not. How late could it be? Goddamn, dude. You got it. 24/7 is superior. COVID made it so 24/7 was bad for a minute. If you have an open sign, you best be open. In New York, we wouldn't shop there again. Okay? That meant something. It was disrespectful to play with the light sensors of black people. We're different. Physically, they GMO'd us. Are you a vaccine conspiracy theorist? I just know because I've caught COVID so many times. Giving me the vaccine will produce a super variant. That's modern day science. I was in Hong Kong during SARS. Where do you think I operate? In my Xeon block, I discovered when I told my brother, listen, I'm gonna die for you here, and you're gonna take me. Namaste. Namaste.
once again. Back to attack. Talk about the ghetto. Yeah, ghetto's on the mind. Let me hear what you got.
Not once. But I do you drive or not follow it. It sounds like you hang on. Be careful with that. I was just talking about stuff. You're not on my one conversation, you didn't shake my hand. Do not act like you're on my level, bitch. I will literally teach you words. Actually, not teach you words is our action. That was too stuff.
It only get better, get better, get better. Can't get any worse, shit could only get better, get better, get better. Can't get any worse, shit could only get better, get better, get better. Sometimes I feel I had enough of this. It's up to here, up to here, up to here. Can't get any worse, shit could only get better, get better, get better. Sometimes I feel I had enough of this. Get better, get better, get better. It's up to here, up to here.
It's game over, people.
I have a live streaming possible career. I can just live stream my life and show you people I'm better at this. When it comes to Rubik's Cubes, you have not been thinking about thermodynamics. No, Chris literally was. I saw the man analyzing the ancient with us. You know what we're talking about here? Link, nigga. And he said, what? How do you? Nigga, I'm in college. You go to Columbia? Dude, you're racist. I get to just say that to people all the time. It's the ultimate compliment. Like, what? You? Dude, you're racist. People forget that immediately. I said it to statue multiple times. Dude, you're racist. I can swim faster than you. I'm black. And I was trained to swim. My dad had to force himself to swim out of ignorance because he was scared. I used to swim for fun to the point where they wanted me to swim competitively. I'm like, I'm not competing in shit. Every time I did a little good, everyone says I gotta work harder. I keep working harder. Give me new problems. What the fuck is this bullshit? It's the level of confidence you all possess. I'm the motherfucker at the top. The entire universe's pyramids came to make me. You don't understand that. We're going demon mode tonight, but you know what that means. Chris, I got original. How much you want to pay? I don't own those files. If you delete something off of Google servers, they say it's ours copyrighted. That's legally how it works. I do this for my grandma. Back then it was just fun for fun. Cradle. Yeah, I've been working. What the fuck? You gotta write it on paper. Sometimes you can just add another entendre in the middle of the rap. Just be like, 2. Oh shit, they don't know pi now. Because my pi is stored fractally and you people started number systems. I got a dude, we're going to 420, boy. Okay, let me show you this. 420.69 is prime in my number system because I want to be able to estimate it. It works out to the number of zeros you can store in a decimal point. Who knows what I'm talking about? It's a coincidence. Get the fuck on my level. She's something basic. I forgot. She's a Twin Heroes.
Literally, you're not supposed to do this. This is supposed to be impossible. Honestly, this stuff is the reason about surviving breeds. It started with a snap in a man's mind. It split the brain to the level of a hippocampus minor. And had dendrites now. No one told me about. Look, I was thinking about neural networks a lot. Someone told me about a sigmoid function, but we don't even know how it works really. But math comes out. I was like, what the fuck? Apparently, there's dendrites. We got progress on it. I know about love because I picked up the Ken Follett novel, Supposed to be a King to 12. Read it. And was like, dude, the architecture in here is crazy. How the fuck do they know about Pythagorean theorem back then? It's a basic proof. Let's do it for fun, people. We're going to basically prove. It's a simple proof, so let me do some math for you guys. Oh, we live streaming. I always forget because I'm crazy. So, 2 likes. It's odd. How is the crew always busy? Because we do shit, people. We be like, Bar barely even cues and he's getting faster. 5.2. 08 single, boys. Most ergonomic OH solve of all time. I saw it in inspection that I was going to skip last layer. You can fuck with me. I'm lying. I noticed it earlier, though. I predicted the LL skip. Saved me enough time to be 4th in the world. I literally work a warehouse job. I have to physically work. It's the reason my fingers are getting stronger. I'm treating autoimmune disease that we all give ourselves when we just grind through pain. Do you know what we Smash Bros. People do to their bones? They're like, fuck it. Let's prove math again. We do it, and we can do it in Bluetooth objectively, and they can't lie about shit. Keaton Ellis is a cheater. He's a WCL delegate. The first thing you should know is you don't watch people solves. I didn't know that back then. I just studied people's turning styles. So I was like, why is everyone turning better than me? I had a cheat cube when I started. People are basic. It's a couple that doesn't really want to live together. Where, yeah, I love my house. My dad made it for me. It's the ultimate thing I ever had. You can't stay here forever. Or if you're going to, you're going to have to change because I find you annoying because I know how to live my life. That's a man with OCD who said, fuck it, I'll build my son a playground. That's small. This house is perfect. The foundation was designed beyond fault tolerance. I can feel that. Physically, I'm large enough to shake a house. I've done it before. When it's poorly built, you can tell. This man was considering architecture older than most people. He was reading books on Linux. There's a breadboard there. I bet you I could fuck with the internet in there. That's suspicious. Literally. Who the fuck has breadboards anymore in their house? That size. It's a PCB. What? He's running Linux on the server somewhere in here. That man has an AI in here, I swear to God, somehow. No cap, perhaps. God's taskmaster. I repeated it. was built in a lab. Of Mansoor, if you have seen Mansoor, the way he can hit this one, he doesn't do it on camera. He's been working on these biceps. Like, look, it's about the biceps. I got him. I'm working on this whole thing. The dude is fat. Mansoor, get back on the quantum fasting. We discussed this. It's quantum fasting. You gotta vibrate, Dad. You gotta vibrate your starvation. You don't teach your kids to starve, Dad. You educate them on why they don't need more food. You don't force it on your children. Your philosophy, what you, Mansoor, you have a running pyramid scheme. It's illegal. It's not a pyramid scheme because it's a good thing, but it has triangles in it, so it's a pyramid scheme. That I saw that where you play with letters. And he said, so technically a BDC and a BDC. Exactly. That's an inside joke to me. Look, I've got a gift. I said I literally had to work for shifts. You should be happy for my lateness. I didn't even show up to the late shift. I'm just saying. We got a streaming setup coming tomorrow with a gig up and down that's not working correctly. You can fuck with Comcast. Their internet's not working. We pay for a gig up and down. We're not. Sometimes I can't even live stream there. If it's streaming there and the GPU issue is saved by this, how can I control it so closely? I can see which focal point. I keep it. This is so dope. Just stare yourself in the mirror and then look at your left, look at your right. Oh, we are meditating deep here. Whoa, you just got it. Chris, you been here? How long? 2.3, nigga. What the fuck? That's so gangster. What we're gonna do with these girls? We're gonna do it. No cap. No cap. We got a Matrix, baby. That is a tic-tac-toe board. It's core to everything. Mike McNeil gave you my code. There's no other fucking way you're at my level. Volume. Okay, Sasha, you really fucked up because I just realized she tried to roofie me and she involved her daughter in a conspiracy. You know who that is. Arsenio, Sam, the man in the background. The only reason I'm still alive right now. Facts. I could be dead. My mother put Ativan in my tea. I saw my sister do it. And then when I said, what did you just put in it? She said, nothing. I knew she was rolling around with 1,000 Ativans. Like, she must have been dealing. I'm talking about, you ever seen a package so big of Ativans? It's so good, this person is so addicted. They're getting prescribed at a rate they have to be not doing it legal. There's no way she had that many. You don't understand how many they. Simba, that was a bag full of Ativan. What the fuck were you doing? How did you have that? That would be worth like $100,000. I'm sure. No cap. That much Ativan? Like thousands at least. To the point where it's suspicious. Yeah, I've rolled with drug dealers. You don't take their drugs.
You stayed after Dustin?
Yeah, definitely enzyme. Definitely enzyme.
I can't smoke the stuff.
Go back to the old machine. Someday. Yeah, literally go turn off the live stream. We're just gonna try to lay down. Good roommates, people, can change your lives.